What's up, YouTube? So I am about to review The Weeknd, Abel's brand new album, and I'm a pretty big fan of The Weeknd. Unfortunately, I thought that Kissland was really weak, in my opinion. But with that exception out of the way, things that came before, the Knowing, Crew Love, The Zone. I know there's, Drake had features on those, but those were so fantastic. Oh my God. The Host. Oh, and his rendition of Dirty Diana. Woo! Just classic shit. Classic shit. I love it. So let's dive in here. If you're unfamiliar with how I review albums, I'm going to individually give bite-sized reviews of each track, and then at the very end I'm going to sum up my thoughts of the whole album. Let's get to the first track. First track, Real Life, ended. It's crazy how much his voice has like a little flavor of Michael Jackson in there, but this track was okay. It didn't like blow my fucking mind or anything, but it wasn't terrible. It was alright. Lyrically, he references his mom a lot, he pointing out, faults in himself, flaws. But yeah, this track, it was alright. I loved when the strings came in at the end. I love that. Okay, so track number 2, Losers, ended. I gotta be completely fucking honest with you. This track did nothing for me. Particularly when the beat drops after he first says "and you're qualified," and especially when we get to the part where where's it at? Where he's like, "And now that we're all grown up, who do we owe it to? And now that we've gone this far, who do we?" When it gets to that part, especially, just this instrumental doesn't work for me. Yeah. Okay, so track number 3, Tell Your Friends, just ended, and just the last track, the instrumental just didn't fit with what Abel was doing to me vocally, in my opinion. And on this track, I was like, I don't know about this, but everything like right before the third verse, the instrumental just had me like yes, Lord Jesus, like it just sounded fantastic. It had a little flavor of Drake's Wednesday night interlude from If You're Reading This Is Too Late, that I liked. Some of the vocals here reminded me of that song. I also love this part where he's mentioning when he was homeless that he like him and his buddy would like rob people, or they robbed the person. Interesting track. I like this one. Alright. So track number 4, Often, just ended, and I loved the instrumental on this one. It just had a nice beat that I could groove to. The lyrics are they're pretty trashy, but I like this track. I mean, the lyrics were kind of insane on here, but The Weeknd gets like that sometimes, But I like this one. Okay, so track number 5, The Hills. I've loved this song since I saw the music video. I must have watched the music video like fucking 10 times in a row. I mean, just, oh my goodness. This is the kind of instrumental that The Weeknd needs to be on, with these just head nod worthy, just soaked in atmosphere, beats. Oh my goodness. Just this track is just so fantastic. I mean, the music video was just so strange with him getting out of the car wreck. Just easily my favorite track on the album so far. Easy. Alright, so track number 6, Acquainted, just ended, and the song was alright so far. I mean, basically, from a lyrical point of view, all you need to know is that Abel was trying to make women bust some nuts in their ovaries. Most of the song didn't really do much for me. But right before he says, "I'm not trying to talk at all. There are just really interesting, weird, warpy, eerie sounds that come in. They sound like bits, like a remix version of sounds from The Host. But yeah, from like there all the way to the end, I thought was great. You know, that's like the ending of the track, but that sounded great. Everything else before that was. Okay, so track number 7, Can't Feel My Face, just ended, and oh my God, he must have been on a huge Michael Jackson binge when he made this track. Jesus Christ, him sort of speaking to some woman, professing his love to her in a interesting way. It almost sounds like he's like his love for her equates to how he would feel being drugged up. Like it's a similar thing, but this track was okay. Alright, so track number 8, Shameless, just ended, and I like this one. I like the acoustic aspect to the song. It was nice. I like the simplicity, and this was a pretty memorable track because it's almost like Abel's trying to come across like, hey woman, listen, you thinking there's something wrong with me? There's really a lot more wrong with you. That's how he's coming across in the lyrics, and it's good. Didn't love it, but I like this one way more than the last song. Alright, so track number 9, Earned It, just ended, and this song is purely about seduction. Alright, that's, yeah. And seriously, before he says you make it look like it's magic, from the way the instrumental was sounding, almost for a second I thought he was gonna be like, I put a spell on you, like just that was probably just me, but yeah, this album is not really blowing my mind. That's kind of blowing my mind. So In the Night, track number 10, just ended, and again another Michael Jackson heavy influence on this one. I like the track, but I'm just not crazy about it. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I have the flu or something. But yeah, The Hills is still the best track I've heard so far. Okay, so track number 11, As You Are, just ended. I felt kind of a bit of a Madonna influence from like the way the instrumental wrapped around his voice, you know. But anyway, this track, it's him speaking to someone who's like, you know, being unfaithful or, you know, not really trustworthy female wise, but this album sonically and lyrically, it's like he's trying to experiment in a lot of different directions, and I wish he just chose one direction. Track number 12, Dark Times, just ended. Kind of like what was it? Track number 8. There's some acoustic flavor on here, and kind of some blues influence, I would say, as well. This track, you know, it's kind of him just being like, baby, I'm bad, I'm damaged, you know. Just being honest. Okay, so track number 13, Prisoner, with Lana Del Rey. I like this one. I like this track. I think this will definitely be one of my favorites off of here. First off, the ocean of sub bass in here is just fantastic. And this is a type of track that you need to appreciate on like on some subs or like, you know, in your car, because man, it would be bumping in the whip. Fuck, that one dude's name from Dead End Hip Hop. Fuck, it escapes me now. God damn it. You know what I'm talking about. Bumps in the whip. Anyway, yeah, I thought both of them melded together greatly. They sounded like crooning addicts or fiends. But I like that track. That was sick. Alright, so the final track, Angel, just ended, which it's definitely not for me. But this, it's almost as if for this track, like Abel was thinking, "Hey, I love you. You're a great chick, but I'm not really the one for you. I hope you find the one for you." It's like it's like he took that thought process and like translated that into a song, literally. But I don't know, man. I mean, the tracks that my favorite track is The Hills. The Hills is just fantastic. All right, I love that song, like vintage The Weeknd right there. I also like track number 8, Shameless. I love the simplicity and the acoustic nature of that. I thought that was cool. I really liked Prisoner. Prisoner reminds me, I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but it reminds me of kind of like Love Song from Rihanna. Yeah, like I love that track. I thought that was sick. And Tell Your Friends, number 3, I like that one. And the Michael Jackson heavy influence songs, like In the Night, and there was one other one, Can't Feel My Face. Like I liked those, didn't love them. I did like them, but you know, not crazy about them. But I don't know. For me, the issue with this album, I think the reason why I couldn't connect to it personally is that I feel like when Abel approached this project, he was doing a lot of experimentation, and it just feels like he's trying to go in so many directions at once, you know, like blues, R&B, Michael Jackson influence, old Weeknd styles, but making them sound more commercial, like from an instrumental point of view. You know, and from a lyrical point of view, I mean, he's not breaking new ground here. He's still just as trashy and, you know, having a one-off with some nameless chick in almost every song. I'm feeling a 6. 6 out of 10. But it's not a terrible album. I mean, I know a lot, if not most, of the Weeknd fans, I think, are going to love this album, like in an almost orgasmic sort of way, which is understandable. Just for me, that was all right. I'm just not crazy about it. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. What did you think of this album? What do you think of his past work compared to this? Let me know your thoughts down below.